Chapter 19. And he entered in and passed through Jericho. And behold, there was a man named Zacchaeus, who was chief among the tax collectors, and he was rich. And he was seeking to see who Jesus is, and could not, because of the crowd, for he was of small stature. And running out in front, he went up into a sycamore tree, that he might see him when he passed by. And when Jesus came to that place, he looked up and saw him, and said to him, Zacchaeus, come down quickly, for today I must abide in your house. And responding quickly, he came down and joyfully received him. And all of them murmured when they saw it, saying, He stays with a man who is a sinner. But Zacchaeus, standing up, said to the Lord, Behold, Lord, the half of my wealth I give to the poor, and if I have taken anything from anyone by false accusation, I restore fourfold. Then Jesus said to him, Today salvation has come to this house, inasmuch as he also is a son of Abraham, for the Son of Man has come to seek and save the lost. As they heard these things, he spoke, adding a parable because he was near Jerusalem, and they thought that the kingdom of God was about to appear. Therefore he said, There was this noble man who went into a distant land to receive for himself a kingdom and to return. And he called 10 of his servants and gave to them 10 minas, saying unto them, Trade until I come. But his citizens hated him and sent messengers after him, saying, We will not have this man to reign over us. And it came to pass, when he returned, having received the kingdom, that he commanded those servants to be called to him to whom he gave the money, so that he might know what each one gained by trading. Then came the first, saying, Lord, your mina has produced 10 minas. And he said to him, Well done, good servant, because you were faithful in a very little thing, have authority over 10 cities. And the second came, saying, Lord, your mina has made 5 minas. Then he said to that one also, Be over 5 cities. And another came and said, Lord, behold, here is your mina, which I have kept laid up in a handkerchief, for I was afraid of you, because you are a harsh man. You take up what you did not lay down, and reap where you did not sow. But he said to him, Out of your own mouth will I judge you, you wicked servant. You knew that I am a harsh man, taking up what I did not lay down, and reaping what I did not sow. And so why didn't you give my money to the bank, that I might have received interest at my coming? And he said to those that stood by, Take the mina from him, and give it to him that has 10 minas. And they said to him, Lord, he has 10 minas. For I tell you, that every one who has, it shall be given. But from him who has not, even that which he has shall be taken from him. Moreover, those enemies of mine who were not willing for me to reign over them, bring them here, and slay them before me. And having said these things, he continued toward Jerusalem. And it took place, when he came near to Bethphage and Bethany, near the Mount of Olives, he sent 2 of his disciples, saying, Go into the village that is before you. When you enter, you will find a colt tied, on which no man has ever sat. Untie him and bring him. And if anyone asks you why you untie it, you shall say to him, Because the Lord has need of him. Those who had been sent, departing, found it just as he had spoken to them. And as they were untying the colt, the owners said to them, Why are you untying the colt? And they said, The Lord has need of him. And they led him to Jesus, and having cast their garments on the colt, they put Jesus on. And as he went, they spread their garments in the way. And as he drew near to the descent of the Mount of Olives, the multitude of his disciples praised God, rejoicing with a loud voice, for they had all seen the works of power, saying, Blessed is the King that comes in the name of the Lord, peace in heaven, and glory in the Most High. And some of the Pharisees from the crowd said to him, Teacher, rebuke your disciples. He answered them and said, I tell you, if these should remain silent, the rocks would cry out. And when he had come near to the city, he wept over her, saying, If you had known in this your day the things that belonged to your peace, but now they are hidden from your eyes. For the days shall come upon you that your enemies shall cast a rampart and surround you, and keep you in on every side, and shall level the ground with you and your children in it, and they shall not leave in you one stone upon another, because you did not recognize the time of your visitation. And he went into the temple and began to cast out those who were selling and buying in it, saying to them, It is written, My house is the house of prayer, but you have made it a den of thieves. And he taught daily in the temple, and the chief priests and scribes and the first of the people were seeking to destroy him, and could not discover what to do, because the people were hanging on him, listening.